Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Extra Time TV. This is Andre
I'm Kevon Campbell.
and Kevon. We're going to speak about the upcoming game this weekend. The EPL has a classic fixture. You can't ignore this. This is, for those who like drama and, all that chaos.
Yeah.
Chelsea are taking on Manchester United. And of course, for those of you who don't know, and I can't believe that you don't know, you have to be living on a rock if you're a football fan. Jose Mourinho plays his former team. Conte is now in charge of Chelsea. It's going to be a huge game. Whether you like it or not, what do you think is going to happen?
Andre, Mourinho plays Chelsea.
Yes.
The team he once proclaimed to love and would stay for no matter what, and not go to any other English club.
Yep.
But I guess love is short-lived and he switched on. So,
I'll say.
oh yeah. But Chelsea, they're actually fifth.
Yep.
They're above United in the table. United are seventh. And Chelsea, last week, they got a really resounding 3-0 victory over defending champions Leicester City. Goals from Victor Moses and Hazard and Diego Costa. So Conte has Chelsea playing back to their potential. And I think the forward line is set with Costa and Hazard, but he plays Moses a lot, a guy that nobody really fancied before, but Conte likes him.
Yeah.
And United came off that snooze fest midweek, on Monday against Liverpool. The game that was all built to be this great affair turned out to be a real dullard.
A commercial for dealing with insomnia.
Yeah.
If you want to learn how to sleep, look at that game.
Yes. But United, midweek, they played in one of the best competitions in the world, the Europa League. And
Yes.
And they beat Fenerbahce 4-1. Pogba got on the score sheet, Lingard as well. So confidence is back in the United camp. I think Zlatan actually got a rest. Rooney played as a centre forward, didn't score any goals, but I think
What's new?
in this game, most likely he'll be dropped. And Zlatan will come back in. Pogba will play a bit at the apex of a front three because Mourinho did that on Monday against Liverpool. And for the first 20 minutes, they were really good. The impetus was there because you had Herrera and Fellaini sitting and Pogba having that sort of trequartista role ahead of them, which he likes. But he wasn't impactful in the second half. So, I mean, I could see United, if they do some work on the training ground, they can get better. But the two key signings, Zlatan and Pogba, they need to show what they're capable of.
And it shows that, listen, Manchester United spent lots of money. The expectation is always going to be high. Manchester United have sort of brought that on themselves. Way back into the York and the trouble days and so on. They are the team to beat in England. They have that name. So when you spend that amount of money for the last couple seasons on listen, make no mistake, they spend lots of money on great players. And something is wrong at Manchester United. I don't know what it is. I'm not there, as far as we know. Maybe I might go and visit Zlatan.
We should go and speak to Pogba and ask him what's going on.
Speak to Jose and say, listen, what's up?
Shake him up.
Come on, Jose, be special. But the thing is, something isn't right. It doesn't seem like it's clicking. They get results. A lot of people are saying, so what's the difference between Jose and Van Gaal? It shows you how fickle the football world is. Jose Mourinho went from the special one of the greatest coaches until the nightmare last year at Chelsea, where basically his players turned on him, which I think is a disgrace to football. It basically started to lose. And then when Jose Mourinho left, then they started to play again. Completely, it took player power to another level. So, he went to Manchester United, and a lot of people, and I said it before in our EPL preview, that, people will be expecting a lot from Jose Mourinho. I think Manchester United have very real problems. I still don't think their defense is great. I still don't think Pogba has worked out the way it should have. Knowing the English media as I do, as I've seen over the years, they are ready to crucify this guy. They did it with Di Maria and a couple others. Now Di Maria had a break-in and he wanted to leave, so that's a bit different. But Pogba is a guy, he came in with all this transfer fanfare, on Instagram, doing the whole social media thing.
The dabs.
All that stuff, and then his performances are not matching, and Jose Mourinho has to do something, and he has to do something fast. He doesn't have the luxury of spending that money and not winning pretty. Manchester United, it's maybe unrealistic for Manchester United to blow away teams 4-0 and 5-0 like they used to.
Yeah.
I think that's something you'll never see ever again in this type of football. But I'm actually concerned. I think they are not in good shape. Yes, they won a Europa League game. But I think, they are the kind of team would win 4-0 and then go back home and then maybe lose 1-0.
Yeah.
His management of Zlatan is an indication that Zlatan, obviously, Jose Mourinho is trying to use his knowledge of exercise, science and fitness to keep his players in tip-top shape. As for Antonio Conte, though, I think he's doing what I expected him to do. Rallying the troops, that
siege mentality.
Yeah, like we'll take it to everybody and crazy on the sideline. Yeah. In a lot of ways, very similar to Jose Mourinho. He may not be as charismatic off the field, but he definitely has that fire and drive. You saw it with Italy and so on.
As a player, Conte was that guy in the Juventus midfield. I mean, I grew up watching Conte at home, and I was just, wow, he is your captain. He was my captain.
Yeah, you could not even if you didn't like Juventus, you had to admire. He has that. And something I believe is missing in football, and I think that's missing at Manchester United right now. That fire, that desire to win, and I think Jose Mourinho is trying to get that out of Rooney, because Rooney is one of those last icons of Manchester United. And then if Rooney leaves, it's pretty much a new team, a bunch of young guys, and then there's Zlatan. And I think he tried something with Rooney, it's not working out. And I think Conte is going to set his team up to basically, just neutralize Manchester United. They outmuscle them in the midfield, and but I'm taking a lot of attacks on Manchester United. But Chelsea are not without their own problems. Diego Costa came out this week saying he had some problems. I can't remember what it was, some negative comment he made. I think he was annoyed that he got subbed. I can't remember the exact quote. I don't know if you remember it.
I can't remember the exact quote, but I know that there was sort of miscommunication between Conte and Costa. He wanted to be subbed from the injury. Conte said no. And Andre, you know how Diego Costa could be. He can be great, or he can be a real whiny.
He is very annoying. I really can't stand him at times. And I think Chelsea are their own worst enemy. I think Conte is the right guy. The only other guy I could see handling Chelsea is maybe a Diego Simeone. But in the context of this game, I think this is going to be a game that works in Chelsea's favour, because a lot of people, Chelsea was a mess last year and Conte came in with a team that is in a mess, and he's basically rebuilding very much like AC Milan in our other segments. And I think he definitely is going to have the upper hand. Mourinho's already under pressure. Mourinho's already chastising players, he's already criticizing people, he's already attacking the team itself. Things aren't right, and I think it's going to show on Saturday. Or is it Saturday? Well, this weekend. And I think Chelsea are just going to go and do their thing.
I mean,
get a victory.
Mourinho ran out of left backs to criticize. I mean, he criticized Luke Shaw, criticized Marcus Rojo.
He's going to sign some people to criticize.
Let's hope that Mourinho and Costa doesn't throw a bib at Mourinho this time. We know Costa could be. So let's hope he doesn't throw that bib against Mourinho again. So
Kevon, how do you think? Do you think Manchester is going to continue their dull, boring football and roll over? I think this is where Mourinho is going to turn things around. What do you think?
They're going to continue.
So
I see Chelsea.
No faith in Manchester.
Nope. I see Chelsea winning this game. Hazard is scoring goals and he has his mojo back. So I think that Hazard can create something. Maybe Costa scores, Willian does something. So I see Chelsea winning this game. It may be narrow, but it's going to be a victory for Chelsea.
I think, as I said before, for all the long reasons I blabbed about before, Manchester United are not in good shape mentally. The players are not performing. They're just not clicking right now. Chelsea, on the other hand, look like a team on the up. And I have to agree with Kevon. I think Chelsea are definitely going to get a victory here. They seem more of a team right now than Manchester United. I think the weight of expectation and the money spent is actually hurting Manchester United. And Pogba is, I hate to say this, and I don't want to mess with him and give him a bad, I don't know, just jinx him. But I think he's starting to suffer from the Fernando Torres syndrome, where the weight of expectation, he obviously can't handle it, and he also has a psychological thing with Manchester United. He claimed, there's an interview online, I'll probably post it in the link below, that his first time at Manchester United was a nightmare and they treated him terrible. And I actually think that's working against him, because he thinks he has something to prove. There's this big expensive price tag on him. And he just isn't the guy to handle that. I think he was okay for France in the Euros. So unless they have a dramatic turnaround, I can't see Manchester United winning this game.
No, but for Pogba, I mean, I follow him really closely, and I think he is a big character. he's a big character, and he will come out of this a better player. And maybe the next 2 seasons we see the real Pogba. But
if Manchester keeps him,
yeah, true. But he has a larger than life personality that can overcome big obstacles. I've seen it in Juve. So I still have faith in Pogba.
Yep.
So let's hope he gets better for the sake of French football and the sake of Pogba.
Yeah, I was going to end the video right then, and I remembered something else. There's so much to talk about with these guys. Like Jose Mourinho coming out this week and stating with the dull draw against Liverpool, he quoted a lot of statistics and got a lot of criticism. I think he was saying how everybody was criticizing Manchester United for their dull play, and he said that they created more chances and Liverpool only created 2 chances. Which I don't know how accurate that is. I'm gonna have to check my Opta stats.
Yeah.
But it shows you that Mourinho's on the defensive. This is a point I forgot to mention. That I love stats. Don't get me wrong. My job is to do statistics for Opta, and the fact that he's resorting to that shows that hey, listen, my back is against the wall. I need to show you guys numbers that Manchester United. He's not even saying Manchester United played well, but he's saying that Liverpool should be criticized as well.
Yeah.
And it shows. It almost seems like a desperate tactic. I'm gonna put this question out to the fans. Do you think the special one has lost it? Is he not special anymore? A lot of people are saying Pep Guardiola is a special one.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Jose Mourinho for what he did. I respect what he did. His personality is a whole thing altogether. He is. Listen, he has a mouth on him.
Maybe he's just ordinary now.
Yeah, maybe he's just the ordinary one.
Yeah.
That's the extra time TV one, the ordinary one. I hope not. He's a coach I admire, but it seems as if maybe he has lost that oomph, whatever. That's Kevon's word, the oomph. I think Chelsea and Real Madrid, consecutively did a lot of damage to him.
Yeah.
I think that move to Real Madrid damaged him, and then he went to Chelsea, and I think that really pushed. He lost that aura that I am Jose Mourinho, and players are going to go and listen to anything he has to say. Players are questioning him right now. They don't really have... You can see they don't have belief in his system. Players criticizing it. It all started from Real Madrid, Casillas and Ramos and those guys. So I think Manchester United have a lot of problems off the field. And as a result, Chelsea will just capitalize and come in. I'll be very shocked if Manchester United win this game.
Me too.
Okay everyone, and don't forget, if you like and subscribe our YouTube page, Extra Time TV, you instantly qualify for the opportunity to win 2 tickets to the Trinidad and Tobago versus Costa Rica on November 2016.